talking right now. Great. Okay. Thank you. You're hot. Yeah. Happy to
Everyone, and welcome to Colorcon 2020, brought to you by the Golden Triangle Creative District. My name's April Chase, board member.
I am Sydney Ilg, also a board member, and this year's event theme is Vision. We have 13 amazing local women artists recreating the alleyway behind us, and it's going to be a really fun night.
The Golden Triangle Creative District is a registered neighborhood organization and a creative district designated by the Colorado Creative Industries in 2017. The neighborhood's bordered by Colfax, Spear, and Lincoln.
The Golden Triangle is home to thousands of residents, hundreds of unique businesses, and some of Denver's most iconic civic and cultural attractions, including the Denver Art Museum, Civic Center Park, and the state capitol. Colorcon is an event that recreates often forgotten public spaces and reimagines them into iconic places where people can meet and gather, and also works to make fine art accessible to all through street art.
In these tough and challenging times, we've really put forth an effort to create an event that brings some cheer into people's lives and brings people together in a safe way to create the community that we so much desire. Just a reminder that this event is brought to you absolutely free. It was free to attend in person, and it's free to attend online.
And if you had a great night, even though the music stops at 9 p.m., you can enjoy these murals in perpetuity. Please come down to the alleyway at 11th and Broadway anytime in the upcoming week to enjoy these beautiful pieces of artwork.
And if you can, remember to donate. Any amount counts. Now we'd like to introduce you to our MC for the night, Kiana Madison. We're so excited to work with her. Kiana, take it away.
Good evening and welcome to Colorcon 2020. My name is Kiana Madison. I'm an artist and the owner of Kiana Madison Fine Art and Consulting, and I will be your MC today. We are so grateful that you're joining us here tonight to rethink our city's alleyways and to envision a future of street art that is accessible and welcome to all. We have a fantastic lineup of women artists tonight, including Anna Charney, Megan Walker, A.L. Grime, Sophie Birkin, Annie Herzig, Kendall Kipley, Claudia Campero, Sandra Fettingus, Designosaur, Mo Graham, Olive Moya, and We Are Wild. Feel free to chat with these amazing artists, take photos of their inspiring artwork, and enjoy this evening. Tonight, we ask you to enjoy yourselves while practicing social distancing. After the event, if you're wanting a post-event drink or meal, please visit Stoney's Bar and Grill or one of our other local businesses here in Denver. So now we would like to give some shout outs of gratitude to our sponsors. First, I would like to thank the Golden Triangle Creative District for organizing this event and funding it. I would like to thank the 11th Avenue Hostel for coordinating the event and donating the land for it. We're also grateful to our sponsors, Weiss, Sunbelt, Lennar Multifamily for donating the list for our artists tonight. And we're grateful to Westward for donating the music for the event. And we also would like to thank the Conference Experience for providing live streaming today. Now at this time, we're going to do an amazing interview with artist Olive Moya. Olive, welcome. We're so excited to have you here tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Olive, I'm dying to know, tell us what inspired you to get into street art?
Well, I think in school I just started studying artists that worked larger, and I think I was just enamored by the idea of working large, and of course that led to the fact that a lot of people can work on that scale in public. And so I just kind of messed around with that and tried doing it. I made transportable murals on canvas and just tried to. I realized that once I put them up in public spaces, talking to people was the most important part of it. And I think the thing that inspires me to this day is that a lot of people are nervous or maybe intimidated to go into art spaces like galleries and museums. And so something that they can experience on their walk home or just in a space where they aren't pressured to quote unquote know what it is about or whatever is a really cool way to bring art to everybody in a non-confrontational space. So
awesome. And I'm curious, what do you think are some of the benefits of street art that people don't think about?
I think it's I think art in general is a way to obviously share your opinions and like talk about really important concepts, and I think it can be a catalyst for thought. And so people often aren't asked to think about things, and I think to just kind of confront them with a piece, and therefore they can start asking questions within their own mind and maybe talk to other people about it. I think it's just a good way to communicate and also just bring good vibes and good feeling to everybody. You know, people love to see art. They like to see it being made. Clearly, they like to watch people making it. So
yes, art can be so healing in that way, just to
yes.
watch the process and to take it in.
And to give like pride in your space and your community. If that's your community and that's where your home is or what you care about, it's not just a building that maybe has, graffiti on it or is older or whatever. If you bring that to life, like a coat of paint can do so much to making you feel proud about your space.
I completely agree. If you could pick any place in Denver or around the world to do your next mural, where would it be?
That's a hard one in Denver. Wherever in Denver. I'm totally excited to do it anywhere in Denver. But I'd love to do some back home because that kind of means a lot to me.
Where's home for you?
I'm from Southern California, so I'd love to do some back home.
All
but
right, which part of California?
I grew up near San Diego in Temecula.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
but then I went to school in LA, so I was there for about 8 years. But yeah, so I'd love to do one back home. Just kind of like feels like a successful moment to get to do the thing you dreamed of doing back where you decided to do it.
Do you have any advice for new artists who would like to get into doing street art?
Absolutely. I think just do it. Just do it on a wall that you have, maybe in your house or whatever. Show that you're capable of it, and just ask people. Ask people to help you. Ask people who know what they're doing to do things with them, and just do it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Olive, for
Thank
sharing
you.
your thoughts with us. And I encourage you to check out Olive's mural here at Colorcon 2020. At this time, we will be getting ready for another interview. We'll see you here in a moment. Now we're going to have an interview with artist Sophie Birkin. Sophie, can you tell us what got you started in street art?
I actually haven't really been doing it for very long. This is probably my 5th mural, I think. I'm mostly a digital artist, but I did the first one, I think 2 summers ago for the Colorado Department of Transportation. Sorry. And yeah, I just like really, because I mostly work digitally, the things that I make, you know, you only see them like tiny. People mostly only see them on a phone screen or a computer screen. So it's really nice having the opportunity to do something that has like a bigger visual and like a more tangible impact. So I love doing murals. I'll take them whenever I can get them, really. Yeah.
What's a message that you hope that people take away from your murals?
So I really like to kind of subvert like traditional depictions of femininity in my art. So what I really hope is that people find them empowering. You know, I like them to be like as diverse as possible and kind of quite like joyful. I hope that like women and queer people like see them and find something of themselves in them.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
What's one of your murals that you feel the proudest of and why?
Let me think about it for a second.
Yeah, take a time.
You know, actually that first mural I did, I'm really proud of, the one for the Colorado Department of Transportation. So
Tell us about it.
So I don't usually think children's illustration of any kind. Actually, my illustration is a little more risque sometimes, but this was at the front of an elementary school. And I also like love to represent like female friendship whenever I can. I think it's super important. So it was a mural of 2 like young women or girls in a diner, and they're kind of like enjoying themselves together, but they're also daydreaming about them riding on a dragon. And I just thought it was like really fun and joyful, and I love the idea that like girls in this school might be able to like see that every day and like take something from that.
And you were saying that before that you did digital art. How do you find that supports you in your creative process?
I work a lot, like, so I do like digital illustration as a full-time gig, so I'm probably drawing for like a good 70, 80 hours a week. So it's definitely helped me like have some kind of confidence in line making. But what was difficult about translating that to murals is just like you don't have that backup, you know, you don't have like a guide, you can't just like press back and undo something. So, you know, I've had to like force myself to be a little more confident, but you know, that's been like a really like fun thing to learn to do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And when you think about where you would like to do your next mural, where is that?
I live just off East Colfax.
Oh, okay.
And there's so much street art and so much going on around there, and I would like absolutely love to do a mural of Colfax just because, you know, I love where I live. I love my apartment building. It really like means a lot to me. So yeah, that's the goal.
And if you got to do a mural in any place in the world, where would that be?
Well, I'm from the UK originally, and I lived in London for about 7 years before I moved out here. And I didn't do art at all when I lived out there. This is like, I've only been doing this for about 4 years now. So yeah, I would love to do a mural in London, like go back to my home.
That's
That would be
amazing.
awesome.
Anyone listening wants to do a mural in London
Yeah.
or in East Colfax.
Or East Colfax, yes, like, you know.
And what do you think is the future of street art, especially given the pandemic that we're in?
I think it's actually like a really good time for street art, just because, you know, we can't really access museums, and I think historically museums aren't necessarily the most accessible places to a lot of people anyway. So what I love about street art is like how like democratic it is and how accessible it is, and I think that is like even more compounded now with the pandemic, just because, you know, what can we do except wander around and look at things, really. So, you know, I think that's kind of exciting. It's like a little silver lining, you know.
Yes, and it's so needed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for your thoughts and
thank you.
sharing with us. And I encourage everyone to go check out Sophie's mural here at Colorcon 2020. Even if you can't make it out here tonight, you are more than welcome to come out on another time to walk through the alley and check it out. Thank you so much.
All right, we good?
Welcome back. Now I would like to introduce our fabulous musical talent this evening, Neoma.
Lo que parece y todo está my breath. You're still lying on my chest, and I can barely breathe. I can barely breathe. I'm down for your love. All these pictures in your room that I can barely see. I can barely see you now, Lucer. Tu cara in the moon, tu casa in no. He's not like you know. He's not una Lucer. Tu cara in the moon, tu casa in no. He's not like you know. He's not like you. Me pasa porque tú me tienes into you, baby. Me pasa porque tú me tienes into you. I'm trying my best. If you have something to confess, baby, don't play with me. Yeah, don't play with me. I'm down for your love. All these pictures in your room that I can barely see. Won't you stay with me? You know, Lucer. Tu cara in the moon, tu casa in no. He's not like you know. He's not una Lucer. Tu cara in the moon, tu casa in no. He's not like you know. He's not like you. Me pasa porque tú me tienes into you, baby. Me pasa porque tú me tienes into you, and you will never find a way to know what I'm feeling, and you will never find a way to know what I'm dreaming. Me tienes, me pasa, baby, porque tú me tienes into you. Tú, ¿por qué? Tú, ¿por qué, baby? Into you. Me tienes into you. Tú, ¿por qué? Tú, ¿por qué, baby? Into you me tienes, baby. Thank you. What's up, Colorcon? How are y'all doing? Thank you so much for being here, standing in the rain with us. We're having so much fun. Let's go. No es como yo quisiera. Las cosas se quedan afuera. Y la luz que gira en tus ojos y el mar. Y la luz que llora en tus ojos se va. Y el tiempo pasa sobre mí. Y no me esperes que no llego pronto. Y los planetas se alinean de pronto. No me quieres, no, no quieres a mí. Oh, me quieres, no, no quieres a mí. No me quieres, no, no quieres a mí. Oh, me quieres, no, cosas sobre mí. Y no me esperes que no llegue pronto. Y los planetas se alinean pronto. No me quieres, no me quieres a mí. 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 Thank you.
Looks like we stopped the rain.
Hey. Thank you so much, Colorcon, for having us here today. I'm really happy to be part of this great female artist event. So thank you so much for having us here today. Hope you guys are enjoy it, and please go look at all the crazy, beautiful art that all this woman made. So thank you so much. I'm Neoma. I'm from Ecuador. I've been living here in Denver for almost 3 years. Beautiful city. I love it. So this song is about feeling homesick. So it's a kind of like a sad song, but you guys will like it. So this is Himno. El sol salió en el sur, nos dejó ciegos. La luz entró al ataúd, nos dejó miedo. Debo encontrar una señal que me trajera de vuelta acá para empezar una senda nueva. Y volveré a cruzar las montañas y volveré a encontrar la mañana. Hay imágenes que no te olvido. Hay imágenes que no te olvido. Y volveré a cruzar las montañas. Volveré a encontrar la mañana. Hay imágenes que no te olvido. Hay imágenes que no te olvido. Y si las flores nacen en el alma, espinas en el corazón, no me dejan ser quien soy. My name's Neoma. How are you? What's up? You can go to the Westworld tent over there. Wes is giving some free CDs and stickers. So yeah, go there after a concert.
We
Thank
have
you so much.
a
one more
cool
time.
bass drum logo too. Check it out.
Here's our name.
Got a couple more for you, Colorcon. Hi, Mom. Hi, family. Thanks for coming.
Baby, just take me home. I don't wanna do this alone. Remember when you were young, this used to hurt. Baby, this is out of control. You can't deny my love. Remember when you were young, this used to hurt. But you can stay if you wanna, or you can take me out of this town. But you can stay if you wanna, or you can take me out of this town. I was about to tell you last night, maybe we should head out. Remember when you were young, lonely, so alone. I can't get you out of my mind. This is the time to look back. Remember when you were young, don't think so much. But you can stay if you wanna, or you can take me out of this town. You can stay if you wanna, or you can take me out of this town. Can't get you out. Think so much. I can't get you out. Think so much. I can't get you out. Think so much. I can't get you out. Think so much, but you can stay if you wanna, or you can take me out of this town. But you can stay if you wanna, or you can take me out of this town. You can stay if you wanna, or you can take me out of this town. But you can stay if you wanna, or you can take me out of this town. Thank you. So I'm gonna present my beautiful band over here real quick, and this is gonna be, we still have 2 more songs, right? One more song. One more song, okay. So my name is Neoma, and this is my beautiful band. This is Danny, give it up for Danny. This is Aaron, guitar and keys, and Levi back here, drums. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. That's Jeff, yeah. Thank you so much.
Jeff, thanks.
Okay, so this is gonna be our last song. Thank you so much, Colorcon. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
We have 3 albums in the Westward tent.
Can't press like a mom. Colorcon. Make some noise. Woo! Nací o que nace el viento, vivimos imágenes, vivimos sintonizadas, y no espero que regrese, y no espero que regrese, y no quiero que regrese, y no quiero que regrese nunca. Oh. Y no espero que regrese, y no quiero que regrese, y no quiero que regrese nunca. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's give a
Once
big
again,
round
my
of
name is
applause
Neoma. You
to
can get
Neoma.
free CDs in the Westward tent. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming today. Bye. Stay safe. Keep your masks on. Wash your hands. Thank you. Bye.
Another big round of applause for Neoma, our amazing musical talent this evening. My name is Kiana Madison. I'm an artist and the owner of Kiana Madison Fine Art and Consulting, and I'm your MC this evening. We're so excited that you're here supporting Colorado Colorcon 2020. Right now, I would love to give some gratitude shout outs to some of our different sponsors. First, I'd like to thank the Golden Triangle Creative District for funding and organizing this amazing event for a second year. I would like to thank Westward for donating the music for the event. And I would like to thank the Denver Art Museum for helping sponsor this event tonight. Please remember to tag at Colorado Colorcon in all your photos and let us know you're having a great time. So now we're going to have a fabulous interview with artist Kendall Kipley. Kendall, first tell us, what inspired you to get into street art?
So I've been interested in painting. My platform is climate action. I've been interested in painting ice for about 6 years now while I was still in college, and I really was called to paint these at the scale that they're supposed to be. So I've had big dreams for my paintings for a long time as far as the scale goes, but really the only reason I was able to see this dream come to life is by assisting one of my great friends that I actually grew up with and went to school with, Anna Charney. So I help her with a lot of murals, but she taught me everything I know.
Well, since she taught you everything you know and you've been doing this, what advice would you give to new artists who aspire to be like you to get into street art?
The best thing that you can do is dream big, and if you see somebody doing something that you want to do and that you really respect, definitely just introduce yourself and make friends and just express that you want to do it and then do it. Ask questions, ask if you can help. The best way to get into somebody's practice is by offering them assistance. Artists do big things all the time by themselves, figuring everything out. So the best thing that you can do is say, hey, let me give you a hand. Can I carry your toolbox? What can I do?
Those are great ideas. Now I'm curious, what's one of your favorite murals and where is it located?
There's so many. It's hard to say. I love the Denver art scene is so big and the murals change out so often that I have mad respect for the scene. There's so much respect I have just in the short time that I've been a part of it for everything that I've seen. But as far as Golden Triangle goes, I love the ocean view piece that's above, what was that? That's like kind of like a big
Tell
Golden
us about
Triangle.
it.
Ooh, I don't even know too much, but I just liked the idea that it almost took like a gallery style presentation to this side of the building just right behind where we're speaking, and it's a part of the Art Hotel collection, and they decided they wanted to give their guests a view of the ocean. So I thought it was really cool that this artist came and plastered a beautiful picturesque piece and also put a plaque next right to it that gives the title, the artist, so it's almost like looking at it in a gallery too. So it's kind of just a fun installation.
Ooh, I'll have to go check that out. One of my last questions is, what do you envision for the future of street art?
I just hope that I feel really lucky to be part of Colorcon in its inaugural years. I got to paint last year too, and it's just really nice to see how art can influence a community. So I just hope that by making it more public and making these events bigger, that it inspires more people to go big with their dreams.
I completely agree. There's so many benefits to street art. Do you have any other favorite street artists?
Well, besides Anna Charney, definitely Megan, Reverie Inc. as well. They brought me up in the scene, so I have to pay mad respect to them. But really, like, there's so many artists, and the thing that I really appreciate about street art as a whole is that it's not really like, oh, it's about me, it's about us. Like, we're all trying to do the same thing. So I respect that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Let's give a round of applause to Kendall Kipley. Thank you. We'll be back in just a moment with another artist interview. Anna Charney and Megan Walker. So Anna and Megan, I would love to first start off with, share with us what inspired you to get into street art?
Well, I guess if I go first, I kind of practiced and studied art and followed an arts education throughout my whole life, whereas I've been doing street art for about, in murals and spray paint, I guess would be the better term for it, for about almost exactly 4 years now. And that's how Megan and I met, actually.
Fun times, yeah. We met 4 years ago at Colorado Crush. We both apprenticed under the same person. Shouts out Robin Monroe. And that's actually how we met.
Yeah.
And we became friends because we liked the same kind of music.
Yeah.
Oh, which music?
Bass music.
Yeah. And now we just collaborate a lot together.
And now we
which is what we're doing
like
here.
making art together. We also like each other as people. That's a thing.
It's important.
Yeah, it's important. It's good. It works out really well. And it flows nicely.
Yeah, and we both come from like a longer background. Like Megan has a long background in tattooing, and I have a long background in canvas painting. So we've kind of met our different styles through spray paint and large murals.
Yeah, we're definitely both lifelong artists.
Oh, amazing. And do you have any upcoming either exhibitions or shows or next projects you want to share with us?
Yeah, so we're kind of on back together at the moment. We just did a large mural together for Bay Balls, which was another all-female festival here in Colorado.
Awesome.
Good times.
We're doing this one, and then next week we're collaborating together with Kendall Kipley, whom you just interviewed, who's been my assistant, for Crush Walls and Rhino.
Woo woo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what do you feel are some of the benefits of street art that you want more people in Denver to realize?
Like non-artists or artists?
Both. I say everyone.
I think just like how it elevates a community. Like there's even the small things like I've noticed throughout this neighborhood. Like Kendall, for example, has these trash cans, and like it's small things like that when they have some color on them and some intention, just what it does to kind of elevate that every day is super important. And street art gives access to the arts that a lot of people who wouldn't normally go to like a museum or a white cube gallery really get, and that's super important.
Oh, I definitely agree with that. And I feel like it's a wonderful way to make it more accessible to people.
Yeah.
Where are some of the next places that you would love to create murals together?
Who's got a wall?
Like we're down.
Yeah, what?
Any
But
wall?
also, I will say I really
an
like
open-ended
like
question.
to see those murals that are like on water. You know, you can get the reflection of the mural on the water.
Oh, that's
Like at the
pretty
creek.
So
dope.
are we going to the
Casey
beach?
Kawagachi did one
Yeah.
of these
Yeah, I know what you're
recently.
talking about.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about, and it reflects the water, and it
Yeah.
looks super dope. Yeah, I want to do one of those.
That's
All
fun.
right, all right.
Let's do that.
Awesome.
That's
And what's one of your murals that is your favorite that people could still see in Denver?
I mean, we've done like a few collaboratively, like maybe 8 or 9, and the last one we just did at Bay Balls is for sure my favorite, and one of my
It's
favorites that
definitely-
I've individually done.
Yeah, definitely the best one I've done with you. So
Yeah,
thanks.
I would say that's one of my favorite public murals I've done. I have a few indoor ones that I guess people couldn't go see, so I don't know where I'd shout it out, but.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
We're so excited that you're here. Please come down to Colorado Colorcon to check out their murals. And if you're not able to come tonight, check it out any other time after this event. I guarantee you will be inspired by their artwork. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
Of course, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Kiana.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stay.
We'll be back in a brief moment. Now we're going to have an interview with artist A.L. Grime. We are so excited to be speaking with you. Can you share with us how you got started in street art?
Yeah, totally. So I got started kind of like maybe 8 months ago. I heard Kendall shout out Anna. I also want to shout out Anna. We went on a trip together, and I got to watch her paint a mural, and she has been super impactful in helping me learn how the process works. My style is started in illustration, so it definitely it definitely lended well to the style of going big because it's super graphic. But she helped me understand how to scale things up that big.
Awesome. And what are you thinking when you start a new project for a mural?
I just am always super excited. You get like the butterflies really intensely, especially when it's a really big wall, to just get started. And especially for this one, it's always really exciting to know that your friends are going to be there too, and you just get to kind of hang out with each other, feed off of each other's energy. Anna and Megan and Kendall and I do like a silent disco where we all listen to the same mix at the same time.
Oh,
so
what
we're
are
like
some
dancing.
All right, I love music, so you got to give me some suggestions. What are some of your top, maybe 2 or 3 songs in the silent disco that you all do?
We do mixes, but we do house music. So we do like the Desert Hearts, or we'll do like Dirty Bird mixes. And that way we're like dancing in the sunshine like it's a festival.
Do you all dance with it too as
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like making it?
Oh, yeah.
I need to see some video of that.
It's embarrassing, but yes.
If you could pick any place in the world to do your next mural, where would it be and why?
In Washington, D.C., that's where I'm from, or where I grew up, and I really, really want to paint AOC. I think she's such a powerful, incredible woman, and I only
Shout
paint
out
women.
to AOC.
Yes, definitely. I only ever paint women because I want to manifest feminine energy in the world, so I'm trying, fingers crossed, to paint her on Election Day. So kind of like to shove it in everyone's face, but hopefully that goes through.
Amazing. I love that. And speaking of that, that makes me wonder more about what are some of the messages that you want the public to take away from your art when they see an art piece of yours?
Totally. So like I said, I only paint women, not like to hate on anyone. I just feel like when women are portrayed in art, we're often sexualized, and we don't get to see a powerful woman that often. So I pick women that I know or women I respect, and I want to paint them as queens, as really powerful women who can inspire future generations. And I try to pick women who encourage young girls, who would inspire a young girl to pursue careers in art and tech. Technology is the future, and I really want young girls to kind of chase that and build the future.
Any advice that you would like to give to other, especially young female artists interested in following in your footsteps?
Yeah, I would say find a female artist that you look up to and reach out to them. We want to bring in the next generation, and we will teach you, we'll show you, and just take that leap. There will be hard moments, and you'll question it a lot, but just do it, because we need more women in art.
Oh, love that, love that. Anything else you'd like to share with us before we wrap up our interview today?
Just thank you to Colorcon. It's been super fun getting to be with my friends and create and share this message and keep putting women on lineups because we need more.
We definitely need more of that. Thank you so much.
Thank
A.L.
you.
Grime, we love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
have an interview with two fabulous artists. We are wild. So first off, please tell us the story behind We Are Wild.
You want to start?
Sure. We are both artists of very different backgrounds, and we had met each other, it's probably like 7 years ago.
I think so, yeah.
And I had done murals, and Risa had done photography, and so we were trying to figure out how to combine the two to do a collaboration.
Wow.
And I do a lot of photography of architecture, building details, and a lot of those buildings have been torn down or renovated, so I thought it'd be really cool to take some of those buildings that were torn down and put them back up on walls. And Meredith is like the queen of pasting stuff to other stuff.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of glue, so.
Oh, I love glue for mixed media myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about your creative process, like when you first get started with it, what that looks like for you two.
Yeah.
Well, for this alley, Risa for years had been taking pictures. There's a purple door. And so when we had permission to paste on the purple door, we actually have images over the years of that door that she had taken.
I was so excited when I heard we can paste on it. I was like, oh my God.
So there's all sorts of, and there's vintage images. So like the corner shop in the front was a Safeway. So if you look really carefully, there's images of the corner shop and of different, there's murals in the alley that are in ours. And we also, to keep tying in the old and the new, we all of those quilt pieces are actually vintage. Somebody made them and then stopped making the quilt, so we found these vintage pieces and pieced them back together again with photographs and modern fabrics as well.
So
and
awesome.
it kind of mirrors the idea of putting the buildings back up. Now we're using this craft that was never finished, but giving it a new use, which is very exciting for us. Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming exhibitions or shows happening?
Yes, actually. We're going to be doing Crush Walls. We're working with Anthony Garcia Sr., which we did last year. We're working with him again. We're very excited about that. And
we have, we're curating a show in November at Alto Gallery that's all, it's a mixed media show, but it's going to be very different because none of it is stretched canvas artwork. So it's going to be very unusual. And then we have another show in June at ILA Gallery.
Awesome.
That will also be with Anthony.
And if your fans want to know more about this information for seeing upcoming shows, where should they go to check you out?
On Instagram, we're at we_were_wild.
Yep.
What's our website?
And the website is the same thing. We Were Wild.
Yeah.
And one of my last questions is, what do you think is the future of street art?
Well, events like this where they try to tie the group together. Street artists are pretty tight-knit anyway, but to tie us together in different ways and with more collaborations, there's a lot of community work being done, and I'm glad that we can participate in that. You know?
Awesome.
Keep up the ties to each other.
And what about you? What do you think is the future of street art?
Yeah, well, I think related to that also, I mean, it's always been political, but I think right now it's really important. People have a lot to say, and it's a good way to say it and have everyone be able to see it. It's accessible to everybody. You don't have to go to a museum or a gallery. It's just right
totally
there.
agree. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us, telling us about your upcoming shows and exhibitions, and we're excited that we get to just enjoy your art. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're going to have an interview with artist Sandra. Sandra, can you tell us more about what inspired you to get into street art?
Sure. So I'm from Chicago, and I was. Thank you. I was friends with a number of people who were making work out on the street, and I thought it was amazing, and it inspired me to follow in their lead.
What were some of those people who were making that artwork that you were inspired by?
A well-known person is the person who does the "You Are Beautiful" stickers that you see around the globe, basically. So him and a number of other graffiti artists and wheat paste artists were doing work that inspired me, and I felt like it was more significant and more important than gallery work for me. So.
Awesome. And when you're starting a new project, can you tell us about like your process?
Sure. Generally, I'm inspired by the environment, the wall itself that the piece will go on. So I take, notes and research on the space where the piece will live and make sure that it will be, live harmoniously within the space.
Are there any examples you can tell us about?
I guess this wall in particular, I was inspired by the kind of old feel of the building, and so I designed this cascading ivy trellis sort of piece that you may see on like an old building with ivy crawling down it, but in a more contemporary fashion.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And what do you think is the future of street art, especially given the global pandemic that we're in right now?
Sure. I think that messages will continue to be addressed on the street, important things that the world is waking up to right now. And not only messages, but I think that street art will advance maybe in ways of technology. There will be
How so with technology? Can you tell us more about your possible ideas, what you think might happen with that?
I guess it's like super future forward where, maybe the digital world will be plugged into the street art world, but in a more underground fashion. And
interesting.
I don't know, but it might just continue to, evolve and turn into different forms other than paints and wheat paste. So
cool. And are there any benefits of street art that you want more people in our Denver communities to know about?
I guess that goes back to messages, important messages that are being addressed for our time. It seems like it's the best platform right now to address things like that.
Yes,
so,
you could
yeah.
definitely communicate so much through just visual art with that.
Mhm.
Any advice for new artists who want to follow in your footsteps?
Work really hard. Don't give up. Even sometimes it's really hard, even when it's a rainy day like today. And yeah, follow other artists, learn about the history of art and street art, etc., things like that, because all of that plugs into who you are as an artist and as a person. So.
Awesome, awesome. We are so grateful to get to hear your thoughts and to hear your opinions about future of street art. And if you haven't had a chance to check out Sandra's amazing mural here at Colorado Colorcon 2020, come down another day to walk through the alley. I guarantee you'll be inspired by her art. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you.
joining us from the live stream. My name is Kiana Madison. I'm the MC for Colorado Colorcon 2020. We are now going to have an interview with artist Annie Herzig. Annie, thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Can you tell us about what inspired you to get into street art?
Oh, I'm kind of new to the scene, actually. This is my first outdoor mural. I've always been so inspired seeing street artists out there doing things on such a large scale for the whole world to see, and just wanted to break into that for a long time.
Awesome. Since you were inspired by some other street artists, are there any particular street artists that are some of your favorite?
Oh, I'd have to say Jaime Molina, who has the piece right over here. He's definitely one of my favorites in town.
I definitely have spoken with Jaime. He was very encouraging to go about pursuing the arts.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, what do you think are some of the benefits of street art that people should know about?
I think it's just such a great way for people to experience art who maybe wouldn't normally get to. Not everybody can go to a museum or can buy an expensive piece of art, but anyone can walk out onto the street and they can see something big and stunning and moving and share in a common experience with all the people around them.
Yes, I totally agree. Can you tell us more about the particular mural that you made for this event?
Yeah. So the theme for the event was vision, and earlier this year I was painting a piece just personally for myself that this was inspired from, very similar, and it was just about kind of creating the world around you that you want to live in. So there's this character who's like planting trees and carving rivers in the mountain and bringing life into this space. And personally for me, it was just an idea that I wanted to bring that into my life this year and to create a world around me that I wanted to be in. So it felt appropriate for the theme and the event, and especially this year with all the crazy stuff going on, and let's just dig in and make, recreate what's around us into something that really feeds us and lifts us up.
Oh, we definitely all need to be more nourished right now during this time period we're living through, for sure.
Yeah.
If you could pick anywhere to do your next mural, either in Denver or around the world, where would that be?
Oh, goodness. One of my favorite places is Switzerland. I have family heritage there, and it's just such a picturesque place. So I don't know if doing a mural there would be a good idea to compete with the scenery, but just to be surrounded by that as I work would be incredible.
Which part? Where are you from, and what area of it?
My grandfather came from, it's called I guess you could call it the Watch Valley, kind of near Chaux-de-Fonds in Switzerland. So he was a watchmaker, Swiss watchmaker, and
awesome.
Like a typical Swiss man.
Great. Do you have any other upcoming murals that you'll be working on, or art projects you'll be working on?
Nothing set right now, but I'm scheming up an idea to travel around and do a handful of murals. I've been renovating a camper.
Nice.
Once that's done in a couple weeks, I'm hoping to travel around the country and do a few pieces and see if I can kind of fund my travels that way and get some work out there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. If you're just tuning in, we would like to thank you for joining us. If you're having a great time watching the event or attending the event, you can donate by going to www.goldentriangleofdenver.com to make a donation online. If you're here with us at the event, you can scan any of the QR codes in the alleyways. I'd like to give a special shout out of gratitude to some of our sponsors: Third Way Center, Howard Lorton Furniture and Design, and Stoney's Bar and Grill for donating the land donating the wall space for us today for our artists to be able to paint on. Annie, thank you so much for joining us, sharing your thoughts, and we look forward to seeing more of your art.
Thank you. It's been so awesome to be a part of this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, my name is Kiana Madison. I'm the MC tonight for Colorado Colorcon 2020. We're so happy that you're tuning in. We're going to interview one of our amazing street artists tonight, Claudia Campero.
Hi, how's it going, everyone?
Claudia, we would love to hear about what inspired you to get into street art.
Yeah, so it's a pretty new thing for me, but it's always been something that I've aspired to do, been really inspired to do, especially in Denver. There's so many just great people out there, great art out there. So when I was approached with this opportunity, I was like, heck yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. And I was able to collab with Kendall, who you spoke to earlier, and it was just, once we got the ball rolling, I was like, okay, yeah, let's do this. And then I'm gonna put this girl here, and then I'm gonna paint this other girl exactly the same. I'm gonna try and not lose my mind, but I didn't. So, yeah.
Awesome. Do you have any particular street artists who really inspire you?
Honestly, so I met two of them here, and then followed their Instagrams, but I actually never knew who they were in person. So Sophie's one of them, and Sandra's the other. And so when I was like, I recognize these styles. I've been walking down Broadway for years, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it was definitely really nice. And then just going up and down Larimer when I'm over there, when I'm allowed to be over there, I guess, and just seeing everyone and their art, which is really inspiring. So actually being able to do something with that and then painting at this scale was really cool. Really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And if you could pick any place in the world or any place in Denver to do your next mural, where would it be?
Oh, if I could choose any place in the world, I would probably do Mexico City. I'm from Mexico, and maybe one day I can go down there and just add a little spice.
Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe do one in Tulum too?
Maybe, I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think is the future of street art?
Oh, I mean, I hope it just explodes. There's so many, either vacant or anything can be a canvas, really. So I think people should take that opportunity and try to do something, especially with enough organization and everyone saying yes. I think when artists are approached with a little bit of an opportunity, I think they'll just take it and just run with it and make great things from it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And do you have any advice for new artists who want to get into street art like you?
Buy a projector.
Say that again?
Buy a projector. Get a friend with a projector.
Why do you need a projector? Tell us.
You don't need a projector. I think I got in my head about it. I'm like, oh my God, I need a projector. So I'm really happy that I knew someone with a projector. But no, just have fun with it, and then realize once you're in it that if it's not, going exactly how you drew it out on paper or how you planned it on Photoshop, it's still really cool. You're still doing something that maybe a lot of people haven't had the opportunity to do. And it's, yeah.
Awesome. I so appreciate your thoughts. Thank you so much for sharing.
No problem.
If you're tuning in, we want to say thank you very much for tuning in to Colorcon 2020. I'd love to give a sponsorship shout out to the Conference Experience for their live streaming services, for their audio and visual services. Check them out by visiting their website, www.theconferenceexperience.com. So thank you for tuning in. Another interview for you in just a moment. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, my name is Kiana Madison. I'm the MC here for Colorado Colorcon 2020, where we are showcasing some amazing female street artists. Right now, we're going to have an interview with an amazing street artist named Designosaur.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So, first off, tell us what inspires you, or what inspired you, to get into street art.
So I was a graphic designer for most of my career up until last year, and I just really wanted to make some big art and started painting murals in my house, and then I got accepted into Crush Walls last year, and that really gave me the opportunity to start getting really, really big with my art and just exploring spray paint and just really drew me in.
That's awesome. What other materials do you use in your art making? Can you tell us more about your creative process?
Sure. Yeah, I do a lot of digital work, but I've really fallen in love with spray paint in the last year and just how it allows you to use your entire body while creating. And I also really love dancing. That's a big passion of mine. So getting to spray paint and use my whole body while creating and listening to music really brings all of those things together for me.
I never thought about that, how you could be dancing and spray painting together.
You get to groove. It's awesome.
Ooh, and do you listen to any particular tunes while you're dancing and creating your murals?
I really like electronic music, so that's usually what I'm listening to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think is the future of street art?
So I think the future of street art is going to be projection mapping and AR. And
can you tell us more for our audience members who may not know about projection mapping and AR? Can you explain that for us?
Sure. So that's when you already have an image, but you're also projecting an image or animations onto something. So creating art with the thought that it's going to be enhanced by digital means as well, and then AR is taking that even farther.
All right. Do you have any upcoming shows or mural projects that we should be on the lookout for?
So I'll be participating in Crush Walls again
congratulations.
This year in a couple of weeks. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, love it. And what about advice for artists or new artists who want to get into street art like you?
So I would say don't be scared and just go for it. Paint walls in your house because that's the best way to start getting experience. And it may seem intimidating to make art that's that big or you might not feel ready, but it's really no different than making other art. So yeah, just go for it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. We appreciate it. If you're tuning in, we want to say thank you for watching. If you're in the area, please come on down. Check out Colorado Colorcon 2020. If you're not able to make it out this evening, these murals will remain up. You can come through the alley and check it out. I'd like to give a sponsorship shout out to the Westward for donating our music this evening. I would love to give a shout out to the Golden Triangle Creative District for organizing this event and funding the event. I would also like to give a shout out to the 11th Avenue Hostel for helping coordinate this event and donating the land for the event. And a thank you to all our volunteers. This event would not be possible without you. Yay. Stay tuned. We're going to have an interview coming up here with the band. And again, thank you for watching. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, my name is Kiana Madison. I'm the MC tonight for Colorado Colorcon 2020. We're so happy that you're tuning in. I'm so excited to introduce you to the band Niemo. They are awesome. We're going to hear some more thoughts from them. So first off, I would love to hear just why you got started in music, and if you can each take a moment to share your names.
Sure. Okay, so I'm Neoma, but my name is Carla. I'm from Ecuador. I think that what mostly inspired me to make music is that music is my safe place, and when I make music, it's kind of like a meditation for me. I'm like in my room, like very connected with my emotions and what I'm thinking, so that's why I love music. I always love the part that you can share that energy with the crowd. You'll take whatever they're sharing, and it's just great to have that energy there. I'll let you guys answer that question
Nice.
too.
My name is Danny. I got into music because of video games. And
Awesome.
Look at where we are now.
Hey, my name's Levi, also known as Levi W. I'm a producer and DJ, and in addition to playing drums in Neoma, I got into music because of my mom, who is a music teacher. So she bought me a drum set when I was 11 years old. Danny just learned this as well, so we're all learning something about each other. But yeah, so ever since then, I was really into music, and I owe it all to my mother. Thank you.
Sure.
Love you, Mom.
Thanks, Mon. Thanks, Levi's mom.
Hey, what's up? My name is Aaron. I just grew up in a musical household, so there were always instruments around. Dad, the mom, my older brother, they always were playing music, so it's just kind of that exposure from a very early age.
So tell me more about how all of you found each other to be creating music together.
So I found Danny because I used to be in a band promoter in Ecuador. So I used to promote concerts, and he was playing with a band. We met each other and we started to work together, and then we moved to Denver. And then about the other guys, they can share their own stories.
We found them on Tinder.
Yeah, BAM Tinder. If you guys don't know about BAM Tinder, it's a really...
BAM Tinder, wow.
No, actually, so I met these two through the amazing Kyle, who is our booking agent. Shout out Kyle, we love him.
We
Shout
love
out
you.
Future Garden Agency, amazing guy, especially through these times. Darren, do you want to share?
Hey.
This is the best story.
So
guys.
I kind of worked with Danny. We were
On
we kinda worked together.
Bandtender?
Yeah, on Bandtender. You know, and then I saw them play a show, and it was just the three of them. And I just kind of felt like, hey, you guys could use a little Aaron Way in your lives. So,
We needed it.
the rest was just kind of history. Swiped right, and here we are.
Do you have any upcoming shows that people should know about?
We have one September 17, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
If people
yeah.
want to know more information about it, where can they go?
They can go to Spotify, type Neoma, and they can also go to my Instagram, neoma.lun, and you can just type Neoma anywhere and you'll find it. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking time with us tonight, sharing your thoughts, and playing your fabulous music. I really loved it. I
Thanks.
can't wait to go to your next show.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiana.
And if you're watching, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in. If you've been enjoying this event, we ask you to please consider donating. Any amount counts. You can visit www.goldentriangleofdenver.com. If you're here at the event, you can scan one of the QR codes to make a donation. And I also like to give a shout out to the Golden Triangle Creative District for organizing this event and funding it, and to the 11th Avenue Hostel for providing the land and coordinating the event, and to Westward for helping sponsor the
Yes.
musical talent tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
We'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of the Golden Triangle Creative District, I'd like to thank everyone so much for coming out tonight and helping us to create what was really a fabulous event. Really fun night. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to Neoma, our amazing band, our 13 incredible artists, our dedicated volunteers, and to the conference experience for streaming all of this and creating this hybrid live event for us. We do want to take a moment to honor one of our board members who passed away this summer. Rhonda Knopp was a dedicated advocate of the neighborhood for many decades. She served on the Golden Triangle Association and then on the Golden Triangle Creative District. She was a major advocate in the neighborhood and, in fact, helped to pull Colorcon together for the first year last year. So, I just lost my notes. So we wanted to honor her this year at Colorcon, and there is a piece that is dedicated to her down in the alley, and that was done by Olive, and you'll see mention of Rhonda down there. So we do hope that you can stop by and take a look, and if you knew her, take a couple minutes to reflect on what she meant to this neighborhood. She'll be greatly missed. She was a really good friend and just a wonderful colleague. So we did want to take a moment to remember her this year. So again, thank you all for coming out and making this a fantastic event.
And if you enjoyed ColorCon, please consider taking a look at the QR codes in front of every single mural and consider making a donation from $5 to $50. Everything counts and it will be poured right back into this event next year so we can pay some more awesome artists to recreate some alleyways. And if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram or Facebook so you can stay up to date on everything ColorCon going forward. We will see you in 2021.
Yay!